Then that brings us to the latest Valve game leaks. Talked about this like a week or so ago, I think, when this game started to leak. But now it's like heavily leaking. I do have the gameplay here, but it is very rough, still very early in development, and there's no audio on it. Deadlock is Valve's latest game, but it's a twist of sorts. It's based on the operating model of a MOBA that is being presented as a team-based shooter like Overwatch. So think of third-person Dota is what they're describing it as, okay?
Yep.
Which is a fairly apt description. Recently, a lot of information emerged from within the project, such as a full list of characters, which will be called heroes in the game, and some of the operating system. So in recent hours, clips started surfacing on social media platforms revealing snippets of gameplay. In the most popular clip, we can see around 1 minute of the player flying around on the map of zip lines, shooting at inanimate objects, and flickering through the game's character list. Most clips have been taken down by Valve, but at the time of publishing, this is the one that still remains, okay? So let's go ahead and take a quick little look at this. Now, there is no audio to this, but yeah, it's very rough, as you can see.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a really interesting game when it comes out, right? Because let's assume that the game is going to basically just be a more polished version of this, right? There's not going to be a giant redo of the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that they have like this kind of like monorail system that you just hop on.
I like that.
Quickly go kind of like from tower to tower type of thing. I really like that. And again, I to be honest with now X Defiant, which is kind of a hero shooter, right? Overwatch, all that stuff. Zero Souls.
Zero Soul. It's a Souls-like.
It's a Souls-like hero shooter.
I hope they fucking move that bar. That bar's pissing me off already. Like the 650 bar, pissing me off already.
Yeah. I think.
So look at that guy. There's all the characters. Oh shit! It's a bit further along than I thought, but it's still pretty rough.
It's Michael Jackson from the Smooth Criminal music video. Holy
it's fucking. Shit. It's Valorant.
Haze. There you go, Moz. That was Haze.
Haze,
Ivy,
bro.
Look at that Ivy. Yeesh. Kelvin, Lady Geist. Oh, Vendetta Sniper. Okay.
Dude, that's just fucking what's the name? But
it's Mara from Destiny playing as Widowmaker from Overwatch.
It's Sad Cortana.
Sad Katana.
Warden. That's a Nazma character. What?
Nosmir's gonna be asking for Warden foot jobs now.
Yeah.
So I guess though the question is going to be, obviously it's going to be on Steam, but are they going to have this wanting to be like a Valorant competitor, because they already have that? It's called Counter-Strike.
Honestly,
I think this is more filling the
Overwatch
void of the Overwatch void with a twist on it that makes it's going to make gameplay different, because obviously you're going to have like 3 lanes are usually in a MOBA. So 3 lanes, and you're going to have to coordinate with your team a lot more than in Overwatch, because you need to make, if you start losing a lane, well, then the other team can yeah, exactly. So you need to be able to move all over the map.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be an interesting change. It definitely is worth a shot. I would assume it's free to play.
It'd have to be.
Yeah.
I think at this point, Valve is like fully on the microtransactions free to play. We make enough money off Steam, we can make it free to play.
There's one thing we completely forgot.
What's that?
Rule 34.
Oh god.
If you want to be a true Overwatch competitor, I'm gonna need videos of
videos. Warden videos. I'm telling you, Nos is gonna
There we go, that'll do. I'm going to need videos of her giving foot jobs, alright? If we're going to turn this into a true Overwatch competitor, unless she's airtight from cock, I do not consider this an Overwatch competitor.
No, we need to see the Tracer. Who's the Tracer of this game? Because that's the Widowmaker.
Warden, bro.
Warden. It's all about Warden. Alright, you lie down and let me jack you off of my feet there, cunt.
Oh no.
It somehow is worse than Overwatch because of that.
No, what were you gonna say anyway, Muzzle?
Even though they probably don't, it is gonna be a competitor to Valorant. Like, I know it doesn't seem like they want to try, but people, honestly, it really does look like Valorant. You know, that cartoon style as well. So people are probably going to think it is a bit more like that. I know the abilities and the gunplay look more like Overwatch, but it's still going to get compared to Valorant because of the
I would argue, I don't know if it won't compete with Valorant really. Its real competition is going to be Marvel Rivals. That's its biggest competition. Is because they're both Overwatch clones, and both of them are going to be more successful than Overwatch. Let's be honest, Shroud was pulling in 10K, 15K, people watching him play that Marvel's Rivals beta. There's, as much as people say superhero fatigue, if the game's good, you're going to play it. You're not fatigued to the point of being like, I'm not going to play it because there's Black Panther in it. No, you're going to be like, oh, it's a good game. On top of that, there's a cool character.
I don't know if Twitch numbers is the right thing to be like, oh, this game's gonna be successful. I mean,
there's interest. That's all I'm trying to say. It could be in a complete flop. Again, with X Defiant, there's Twitch numbers right now. It could be a complete flop in a week from now. We really don't know. So, but it is a good gauge of, are people interested?
I will admit that, or like just that little bit of gameplay looked more interesting to me than Marvel's. Like, the Marvel's actually was a proper fucking Overwatch clone. Like, some of the abilities were just stolen from Overwatch.
Dude, it looks like some of the graphics were just straight up ripped from it.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Valve, you know, like, I feel like they've already got their Counter-Strike, which is their Valorant competitor, and now they want to go after the Overwatch scene as well, man.
Dude, it's right there for the taking, though. That's the thing. It's right there. People love Overwatch, but they also hate it at the same time.
If you want to be an Overwatch competitor, do you know what this actually needs? Controller support.
Who's that guy?
Don't know. Looks like he's AFK.
What's up with the Valve?